Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finals of qualifier number 3. We are going on to game 2 between DragOn and OctZerg, with OctZerg leading 1-0.
Yep, he's going to be feeling good. That was a convincing game indeed. It all just came together for OctZerg. DragOn had no real response to the craziness that he was offering, and it was just really nice. Ending in an insta-GG. What greater victory can there be than that?
So, yeah, I mean, OctZerg pulling out the craziness on Destination. I wonder if he's going to do the same on Aztec. I mean, the base layout is a little bit different, as we've said. You know, the gas bases are a little bit more awkward to take. I don't know if it lends itself to that style. Actually, though, wait a minute. I take it back. I think Aztec is just fine for that style because if you're going mass Hydra Ling, if you get a minute only, it's fine, right? Because you're going mass Hydra Ling.
Yeah, it's fine. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that I can't see any reason why that wouldn't be true. But can he go for the same thing again? Really?
Well, I mean, if you're DragOn, and that's the first time you've seen that build, and you're in game 2, and he does it again, like, is that enough time to figure out a perfect counter? Like, I'm not that smart. I am not nearly that smart. I don't know. No. DragOn could be. He seems like a pretty smart guy. I mean, DragOn, by the way, is actually a really nice guy, because I've seen him post a lot of like lengthy explanations and Brood War strategy when people ask questions. So that's pretty cool. So he seems smart, but I don't know. It seems tough.
Well, I guess we'll see this game. I can totally see why OctZerg would do the same thing again, because following your logic, yeah, it takes a little while to figure out a really good counter to something which you genuinely haven't really seen before. So I can totally understand if he brings out the same strategy again here, especially with the presence of that mineral only, as you mentioned already.
So let's go into the game and find out then, shall we?
Let's do it.
Here we go. At the 12 o'clock position as the red Protoss, we have DragOn PaiN. And at the bottom left as the orange Zerg, we have OctZerg PaiN.
Yep, we do indeed. Our noble heroes squaring off. I think OctZerg will be gunning for the 2-0 victory. And I think the more I think about it, the more likely he is to break out that same strategy again. I can really see that happening. The good thing about that is we're going to know quite soon, because it's pretty distinctive, that early third hatchery. I'm kind of scratching my head a little bit. Why not make the third hatchery at the third base and then make the rest elsewhere?
The thing is, when you're going for like 5 hatch no gas, it doesn't actually matter where you make the third hatchery, whether it's at your third or at your main, rather natural. It makes no difference apparently in the build. So you might as well make a closer one, like just in the weird off chance that he's got some kind of crazy fast elts or something. But it doesn't actually change your build at all, apparently. So yeah, I guess that's why. Oh, but we have a 9 pull though from OctZerg.
So we do. So he's diverging already. By the way,
I just want to quickly point out, Elegant was actually scratching his head when he said that. He wasn't just saying.
No. I just
thought that was really funny, where you like literally scratching your head.
I'm an old-fashioned kind of gent, you know. I really do the head scratch.
Yeah. Elegant does all kinds of cool stuff on the camera during the games, by the way, guys. I should probably like make a little Elegant cam at the bottom.
You did that last in the
I
first one.
I haven't set it up in this new streaming thing though, so I couldn't
people can't see all my wild hand motions.
Exactly. See, I can't. I usually talk with hand motions, but because I have to obs, I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm obsing with one hand. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
You are. I have to click stuff, man. It's terrible.
Yeah. I know, it's awful. I would not like to be you in this situation. I'm free as a bird. This right hand can do whatever it wants. Whoa, it's crazy. It's crazy. We have some completely run-of-the-mill stuff happening at the moment from OctZerg. He's going for 9 pull speed. Well, yeah, 9 pull speed. Completely expected out of this guy. We have 2 cannons going down from DragOn, doing something a little bit interesting, which you often see when you're living in fear of Zergling run by. You put the 2 cannons down, one behind t'other rather than next to one another. so that you just get a little bit more firepower as the Zerglings dash post-haste past your cannons and into your main base.
Man, Elegant, as a Protoss, are you ever not terrified of Zergling run-bys? I mean, you said, you know, when you're scared of Zergling run-bys, but that's always for me. I mean, I'm not, like, even when I'm not playing StarCraft, I'm scared of Zergling run-bys, you know?
Yeah,
Every night before I go to bed, I just, you know, check under the bed, make sure there's no Zerglings waiting to run by. It's
yeah,
crazy,
you have to
man.
go and scout the bathroom, make sure that nothing's happening
Look
there.
in the closet.
Check upstairs. Yeah, it's tricky. It's a hard way to live. The Zerg don't have that kind of. Actually, even Zerg players have that kind of trouble. They're their own worst enemies, aren't they?
No, that's true. It's true.
Can happen to anyone, Sale. That's the terrifying thing. It could be you. We have more Zerglings popping out from the natural expansion of Mr. OctZerg. He's only just thrown down his natural hatchery. So as we can see from this build, it does end up being quite late, but I think Dragon's going to be fine. He's made an extra photon cannon. It does, of course, offset any advantage he would gain from the extra lings being made. And is best now in this situation with OctZerg. Plays it a little bit smart and doesn't go in for the attack, which
he's going.
He might do, but he should turn back as soon as he sees the 3 photon cannons, but he's not going to go. He's not going to turn back. He's going straight in. All that's going to do is be a fairly expensive piece of scouting information, which an Overlord could do for itself. But he's going to have a crack at the Nexus, and why not indeed? A few probes coming back. They may drill those lings and get rid of them quite quickly. No, choosing not to, and he's just going to keep bashing away at whatever he can find for a while.
Yeah, he could have actually attacked him there. I'm a little surprised he didn't. Oh, he might catch one here. Ah, I got it. Got him. So we now have 1 damaged Zergling in the main base. Really not worth it. Really smart by Dragon to get those 3 cannons. We saw this already today when Fold did it against South Park. So these Protosses, man, they're wising up. And we have a 3rd hatchery of the natural again. This is weird. This is interesting because this is after a 9 pull speed, huh?
Yeah. I find this interesting. I have mixed opinions on it, and we'll see how it pans out because I'm really not quite sure what to make of this. I do feel like Protoss players are getting a bit smarter against the Zergling run-bys, though. That's true. I'm noticing that in this TLS. I'm seeing it a little bit wiser, a little bit older, a little bit more.
I think they just don't want to like lose to a Ling run-by on stream and just be all embarrassed and stuff. You know, like, oh man, just in case my game gets casted. Because they don't know that if they did die to a Zergling run-by, we wouldn't cast our game anyway. I guess unless it was
that's absolutely true. Yeah, we could cast anything, guys. Nobody is safe. I keep thinking that Overlord in the bottom right-hand corner is a drone. It keeps confusing the hell out of me. Silly Overlord. Now floating upwards, no longer going to be confusing me. We have more lings coming out of OctZerg's natural. He's not making too many more though. He's only going up to 6, but even less. I'd have thought he'd be happy with 4. Strange. Seems a bit unnecessary when that could be an extra drone, but what can you do? Still no gas is natural, but he is making it a lair.
Oh, he's going lurkers. I think he might be doing a lurker drop. Yeah, I think he's doing a slow lurker drop across the back. You can see he's moving the Overlord out now.
Oh dear.
And he's moving another one towards the natural. I think he's going to simul drop the natural and the main, and I think you can cliff drop the lurkers as well on this map.
Yeah, I think you can. You camp the right side of the mills.
This is going to be brutal, and there's no way for him for Dragon to scout it until the Corsair flies over there, which is going to be a little bit late.
Yeah.
Actually, it might not be too late. It might not be late. It might be okay. He probably still will have time. But there's a Spire as well. It's a fake Spire. Or no, or is it just to get Scourge?
It must be just to get Scourge. Probably. I mean, he'll get Scourge anyway, but it can also work as a fake Spire. So that's pretty curious. The Corsair should be out in time. I mean, the Corsair is going to get over there and it's going to see Spire, but it's saying probably going to go to the main as well and see the Hydra den, and it's going to see the Spire isn't in yet, and it's going to rumble Eon Zerg's game. Excuse me. So he should get on top of this. In fact, it looks like the Corsair's going to go straight to the main. In fact, passing by the natural, but it's not even going to see the Spire. So if it is a fake Spire, it's really not doing its job at all.
I think seeing the Hydra den already and seeing the 3rd hatchery in the natural should give him huge indications of what's going on.
And the lair. Yeah.
And the lair, and especially since it was after a 9 pull, you know, the Zerg will often do something tricksy. You can see his Corsair's now flying, doing a perimeter check. And is he going to catch a 2nd Overlord? That could be quite crucial if he catches
Looks like
it. He is going to catch it. Very, very nice. So the natural drop is probably not going to happen. It is a little bit further to go anyway, so I don't know if it was going to happen anyway. I think we wanted it to. But this main Overlord is definitely going to work. So Overlords will morph here on the outside, be dropped over, carried over into the main base. And do we have any signs of a robo? We got the Templar Archives. I mean, there's no reason for him to get a robo this early unless he really expects lurkers, and it seems that he doesn't, despite scouting what's going on.
That's interesting. He has to suspect lurkers. He may have some other plan, but he must. He must suspect lurkers. When he's seen a lair, he's seen a Hydralisk den. I don't really know what more information he wants.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I guess he could see a lurker. Or a lurker
He
egg.
could be about to. He's got Corsairs flying about, and they're about to head into
Can you imagine he just sees a lurker egg and he's like, yeah, that's not enough information. I'm not sure if he's actually going lurkers yet.
we can't act on this.
Yeah.
We can't act on this, as the tyrant Andre would say. Marines, go!
What?
Lay down your lives for the good of Andre, the evil emperor.
Oh, he's got a lurker attacking his forge. Do you think that's enough information?
Probably.
It's questionable. He could still not be going lurkers.
He could still just make one fake out lurker.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quick +1. +1 is already in for these zealots before leg speed finishes. So very, very quick +1 for Dragon. He's going to be glad of that because, of course, one of the first things to go when early lurkers pop out is often the forge. So that's going to be good for him to already have that upgrade done and dusted. Otherwise, it can be a bit touch and go. But he is wandering a couple of lurkers around the back, and it looks like he is going to do the slow drop after all. Here we go. 2 lurkers in, 2 lurkers out. But Dragon seems to predict it fairly well. He has cannons, but not covering the whole mineral line. Dragon.
He's actually built them specifically to protect the robo, which is interesting to me. A lot of times Zerg players might like drop 2 lurkers and 8 lings to try and snipe the robo first. So even though he's not protecting the back of the minerals, he figures that you can't like he just needs the robo to go up. But yeah, I agree. He probably should have had another cannon at the top.
Yeah, another cannon would have been nice, and he wouldn't be in this rather unpleasant situation as in now. But he's going to get back. He's going to have to wait a long storm. Well, not so much storm, because the lurkers have in fact clumped themselves together slightly, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. OctZerg really should be wise, I think.
Storm, what are you doing? Go.
Well, I think he's getting a little bit.
Oh, it's not done.
Is it not?
No, it's not done. Why is it not done?
It's not done. He might have observers before he has storm. If I were him in this situation right now, I'd save my storm. To be honest.
Oh, it's not done.
For observers, he has an observatory. But no observers speaking.
I just want to make fun of it for not having storm yet. I feel like it should be done by now. Alright, there we go.
It should be done by now. And he's now making an observer, but that took a while. And I hope he doesn't waste too much storm in flushing out those lurkers when there's an observer on the way. But he only had 3 zealots, so even that might not be enough to take care of these lurkers without landing 1 storm. Maybe. We'll see. But leg speed should be done in the second now, so that should make it a lot easier. Really cannoning up his front door. Look at that. But OctZerg has no intention of following it up with a big attack. He's making 3rd base, and he's sort of camping there a bit, defending that. So I think Dragon's wasting a little bit of cash there. Well, a lot of cash.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst idea. It's semi-reasonable to assume that if you know, the Zerg player might be trying to pull most of your army back by just dropping 2 lurkers, then go for a big frontal bust while you're distracted. And having said that, here we go. OctZerg is going for it, Elegant. It looks like he's determined to prove you wrong. But the Scourge do scout all the cannons, and he's going for it anyway. I don't see why this is a good idea at all. He's just running into cannons to storm OctZerg. What are you doing? Why? Why do you need to do this?
That's horrible. That is truly horrible. All the lurkers are biting his dust.
Drop the main. He has speed and drop. He could have just done Doom drop the main. What?
I don't know. I don't have an answer. There is no good answer to that. He should have just Doom dropped the main. That would have been a pretty overwhelming force at this point. Look, Dragon has so few units on the map. He's just got cannons at the front, a few cannons at the back. That would have been an amazing drop. That would have been maybe even enough to win the game outright.
Most likely, yes.
Wow. But what a missed trick right there for OctZerg. He's going to make a 4th base as well, but he wouldn't even need a 4th base. He could win it right here and now. That is deeply unfortunate. Very, very bad decision making from him there. And I think he will probably have realized that almost as soon as he went in, to be honest. It's one of those attacks.
The only thing OctZerg has going for him is he still has the contain, and he's getting a 4th base. He's already got a drone ready to take a 5th. No, you can't take a base. OctZerg. That's greedy, bro. That is some serious greed. I mean, look at this. His contain isn't even maintained anymore. Is he seriously thinking he can double expand here? He's going up to 5 bases against a 2-base Protoss. I mean, really? Is that really reasonable? I don't think that's reasonable. Again.
It could be a reasonable way to secure certain victory if he holds on for long enough.
The only reason this is okay is because Dragon's making like 1 million cannons. Look at his main. He's got 1,000,000 hands, and that's actually not terrible because his opponent has drop and speed. He can do drop anytime.
I don't know if OctZerg is going to be able to hold on to all these bases. I think he's going to have some serious trouble. DragOn is being quite slow to build up any decent force, but he is now making Dragoons, which kind of indicates some kind of push. You don't usually make Dragoons that heavily unless you're intending to bust. So he could be able to call OctZerg's bluff here.
Interesting. Very interesting. Meanwhile, what's this? Oh, it's just an observer. Okay. Yeah, so DragOn now is getting them there only. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's quite going to move out. Although, well, no, he is. I don't agree with this, though, because he's getting a base. He doesn't really have the significant force to move out. Oh, wait, no, he's going back. Okay, no, he's just... Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's chasing a lurker. Oh, that's what he's doing. All right, he's chasing a lurker. Sweet. He's going to catch it. All right, nice. And it almost killed the High Templar, but not quite. But
that's so annoying, isn't it?
The thing is, this double expand is actually going to be safe. I mean, this DragOn is not going to attack in the next, 3-4 minutes. I
don't know about that. This looks like it's really going to be an attack for sure. Even as you say that, he moves out, but I don't know if this is the best idea. There are a fair number of Hydras on the map.
This is not a good idea.
There's not that many units out for OctZerg. Of course, the Zerg advantage is you can suddenly bust out 100 units when you need them. But right now, he's a bit thin on the ground, and this could be a decent timing opportunity for DragOn to seize upon. Look at that creep. That is an insane creep right there, going around the buildable ground in a really quite funny pattern.
Can he break this?
And DragOn... Sorry? Yeah, he can break it, I think. But, oh, nice storms going down on these Hydras. Not quite managing to snipe off the Observer. There's another Observer. Will he be able to snipe it off? He will not quite be able to take it out. 2 Observers, always a very good idea. And DragOn is powering through this defense right now, just trashing all the colonies in his way and getting rid of all the lurkers at the front too. And he should be able to pick off the hatchery now with relative ease. OctZerg may have just overextended himself a little bit, coming in with reinforcements. Will it be enough to clean out the rest of the Dragoons? Great storm, taking out so many Hydralisks. That is beautiful stuff. And will he catch the drone train on the ramp as well? The icing on the cake with this great burst for DragOn. Looking good. OctZerg is going to have to rethink his strategy a little bit from here on in.
Yeah, so it looks like I was wrong. I didn't think he'd have the guts to move out, but he actually did, and he was right because he caught OctZerg just before, the double expand was really kicking in, right at the point of weakness. So great timing to attack right there by DragOn, and he in fact is probably just going to kill this bottom left base as well. So OctZerg going to go back down to 3 bases and be at even base against DragOn. In fact, behind because DragOn is taking a 3 o'clock base. So basically, DragOn just knows way better than I do, and is making all the correct decisions right now. He actually has a bit of a gas. Oh no, sorry, that's OctZerg that has a gas stockpile. Actually, DragOn has one as well. It's a little bit unusual. You should just make some more High Templars if that's the case. But otherwise, yeah, DragOn is just playing fantastically. Although there are some Zerglings going towards his mineral only. There are some cannons there, though. I think he'll be okay. Whoops. Cannon control down crazy.
Yeah, should just about be okay. Those 2 cannons are going to be just enough to see off those Zerglings, and he's going to reel his army back just to make sure. Clean up any remaining Zerglings that are still knocking around. There we go, there they go. Those Zerglings are going to be to no effect. Still only on +2 weapons though. I'd expect DragOn to be a little bit more advanced in his upgrades. He's not researching anything else at his forge. He runs the risk of falling behind, as we know. Oh my goodness. OctZerg only on 0-0, now starting his Carapace and attack upgrade about a third of the way done. That is some serious behindness.
He's got +1 Carapace.
Has he? Oh, it must have just finished just before I
just as you said it had finished.
And then I saw him starting the attack upgrade, and I was like, wow, he hasn't even started that yet. Damn it, OctZerg.
Sick drone save here, by the way, on the cancelled hatchery. Protects that drone in overboard. But yeah, OctZerg actually seems determined to just prove you wrong. Oh, look at that. He finishes that upgrade right as you say it. And what did he do really wrong? I can't remember. Anyway,
I don't know.
We have another breakup here at the 3rd base. A few Sunkens in not quite the best locations. A lot of Crackers coming in here, actually. Gonna have to use some Storms to take care of these. Get the Zealots in as well, but again, they still have people to attack, so they're still out upgrading the Zerg player here. They still will 2-shot those Zerg, which is quite effective, but no more Storm with the army, which is a little bit problematic here. Pure Zealot Goon isn't the most efficient against the Zerg army. You really need those AoE spells to help you out.
Yeah, but just look at the map right now. It's severely tilted in DragOn's favor. He is all over it. DragOn was just like, he saw what OctZerg was doing, and he just thought, no, I'm going to make a lot of units and kill you now because you've let me do that. And very good it was too, just completely calling EonZerg's bluff. He's ransacking the third base, and he's going to push the OctZerg all the way back to his natural. The Ultralisk cabin is now making, but even that can't save you. And as we've already seen, even 97 Ultralisks or some kind of crap can't save you when the process is looking smart.
Yeah, I think it was 94 to be exact, or something like that, I think. But yes, an obscene number of Ultras. Although DragOn isn't quite at that late game stage where he's making mass ADT, I guess. But yeah, he's in fantastic shape right now. And we even have another base for DragOn at the bottom right. DragOn just in firm control of this game, as you said. And here we go. He's going for the win here. He's going for the kill. I mean, he's got like a million supply lead, so he might as well. And, oh man, are there even going to be no Ultras made? Okay, there it's finished. Come on, make some Ultras. Emergency Ultras. GG! DragOn evens up the score. We're going to a game 3, Elegant. We're going to a game 3.
Couldn't be happier. This is some great PvZ action. It's really interesting to see how those two games kind of juxtapose against one another. In the first game, OctZerg, crazy strategy. DragOn had nothing. But in the second game, DragOn just kind of called it really, really nicely, and he was really calm and collected. The only one weird decision he made, I thought, was the strange cannon positioning in his main, but even that, he got away with very, very easily. And yeah, just very, very calm play from him.
I'm sure he's quite happy too. He's like, oh, 9 pull speed, I know what this is. Yeah, oh, that's much better, OctZerg. Thank you for doing a build I actually understand.
Yeah, I strongly recommend to OctZerg back in time that he pulls out something a little bit wacky in game 3, because DragOn looked all over it right there.
So with that, we'll go to a quick break and come back for the third and deciding game.
Be right back.